Having escaped from the worst of the tornado weather west of Tulsa, we thought the clearer weather along the route over the next 3 days was a good sign for our journey into the Rockies and beyond. Instead, our overnight high atop a ridge at Sugary Canyon was a stormy one. We experienced 45-mile-per-hour winds with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. We had rain, sleet, and snow, and the temperatures dropped down to near freezing overnight. Our furnace ran continually, and because I forgot to enable the automatic generator start, we drained our coach batteries, so by early morning, we were shivering cold. But that was last night. The dawn greeted us with clear blue skies as we headed down the mountain and out of camp.
We're leaving camp. What a night. 40-mile-an-hour winds, freezing cold, snow, and our batteries died. Luckily, we had extra blankets.
Our route today takes us north into Colorado. We set up camp near the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Alamosa. We continue north from the sand dunes to Buena Vista near Mount Princeton, on to Silverthorne in central Colorado, and then on to Yampa Valley State Park, just east of Craig, Colorado.
All right, we're headed back to town. Get some breakfast.
We take a brief tour through Raton to refuel and to get some supplies. This town of almost 7,000 was formed in 1880 after the arrival of the Santa Fe Railroad. It was named Raton, which is Spanish for mouse, for a nearby lava-capped mountain that was inhabited by many small rodents. The area is known for outbreaks of bubonic plague every now and then. Very interesting. We take Interstate 25 north and head to Colorado. The border is just a few miles up the road, up and over Raton Pass.
Welcome to colorful Colorado.
For the next 50 miles, we travel along the east side of the Front Range. Walsenburg is our first opportunity to go west and cross over the Front Range. We take U.S. Highway 160 toward the town of Alamosa. Alamosa is just southwest of the Great Sand Dunes National Park, where we plan to visit the next day. We crest the Front Range at North La Veta Pass and descend into the San Luis Valley. Covering nearly 8,000 square miles in southern Colorado, the San Luis Valley is the largest valley in the state and the largest high-altitude desert in North America. Off to our right, we get a good view of another 14er, Blanca Peak, at the southern end of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. We stay at Base Camp RV Park for the night. Definitely a desert feel to this place, but we are surrounded by mountain views in all directions. Got everything? Got your phone handy? Oh, yeah, you got it in your hand.
Off we go to Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado.
To get to the park, we double back on US 160. Highway 150 takes us north about 10 miles to the park entrance. Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve was originally designated Great Sand Dunes National Monument in 1932. The park and preserve encompass over nearly 150,000 acres. The park contains the tallest sand dunes in North America, up to 750 feet tall. The dunes cover an area of about 30 square miles and are estimated to contain over 1.2 cubic miles of sand. We take a short loop hike from the visitor center where we can get a distant view of the park's namesake dunes. We can hike a couple of miles to get there from here, but instead we opt for driving over to the dunes parking lot. From there, we don our water shoes and a day pack, wade across Madonna Creek to get to the dunes. The ants we see in the distance are people, and this view gives a true sense of scale for these magnificent dunes. The San Luis Valley desert landscape continues as we journey north. Pancha Pass takes us out of the northern end of the valley. We are now truly into high Rocky Mountain country. Our overnight is in Buena Vista, and a good view it is. Our campground is named Mount Princeton RV Park. We have clear views of Mount Princeton and Mount Harvard, both 14ers.
Beautiful.
Our lunch stop for the day is at Twin Lakes. While we didn't actually drive into the town of Twin Lakes, we did pull into the Mountain View observation parking area overlooking the larger of the two lakes. We get a good view of La Plata Peak, one of Colorado's 14ers, at 14,360 feet of elevation.
Top of the Rockies Scenic Byway. These aren't ones we were looking at, right?
We make our way to the town of Leadville, an old mining town settled in the late 1800s during the silver boom. The miners are long gone, of course, and now tourists and locals alike are drawn to Leadville for its terrific all-season outdoor activities. At 10,152 feet, Leadville is the highest incorporated town in the United States. We take a circuitous route around the town, checking out some of the original houses. Unfortunately, the barbecue restaurant we were looking for is closed today. After leaving Leadville, we take Colorado Highway 91 towards the Copper Mountain Ski Resort. To get there, we cross over Fremont Pass. At 11,318 feet, it forms the Continental Divide on the border between Lake County and Summit County in Colorado. Near the pass, we see the Climax molybdenum mine. From the town of Frisco, we travel along the shores of Lake Dillon, which is the largest water reservoir for the city of Denver. We have lunch and a view at a small roadside park before we head into the town of Silverthorne for the night.
Heading out of Silverthorne.
Heading north. On our way to our overnight stop, we cross over Rabbit Ears Pass. And descend on U.S. Highway 24 into the town of Steamboat Springs, another popular ski resort town.
Yeah, this is very much a
We
tourist.
stopped to stretch our legs at a local park at the base of Howelson Hill. Howelson Hill is Colorado's oldest continuously operated ski facility. It has been open since 1915. In the summer, it is a popular place for hiking and for fishing on the Yampa River, which runs through the park. Our second week of the trip ends with our stay at a beautiful state park. We enjoy an after-dinner hike on the nature trails circling the park and along the Yampa River.
Beautiful northern Colorado. The grass is greener here.
A perfect way to end the day and end the second leg of our adventure west on these roads less traveled.